Chapter 4, Into the Depths. Annie ventured deeper into the ocean, her determination unwavering despite the dark and mysterious surroundings of the great abyss. The water grew colder, and faint whispers seemed to echo from the depths, urging her forward. As she descended, the pressure intensified, pushing against her, testing her resolve. But Annie pressed on, her heart filled with a mix of excitement and apprehension. She knew that seeking the wisdom of Oceana was crucial for her mission to unite the fish tribe and the grass tribe. After what felt like an eternity, Annie caught sight of a faint glow emanating from a crevice in the ocean floor. The ethereal light flickered, drawing her closer. With each stroke of her tail, the glow grew brighter, guiding her towards her destination. Finally, Annie arrived at the entrance of a magnificent underwater cave. The walls shimmered with an otherworldly luminescence, casting an enchanting glow that danced in the water. She cautiously swam inside, her senses heightened with anticipation. In the heart of the cave, Annie beheld a sight that took her breath away. Before her, nestled on a bed of ancient coral, lay Oceana, the wise and ancient turtle. Oceana's shell glistened with intricate patterns, a testament to the wisdom she held within. "Welcome, young one," Oceana's voice resonated through the cave, carrying a depth and power that commanded respect. "I have been expecting you." Annie approached Oceana with reverence, her voice filled with awe. "Oceana, I seek your guidance. The fish tribe and the grass tribe long for unity, but we face challenges and traditions that separate us. How can we bring our tribes together in harmony?" Oceana's wise eyes studied Annie, the weight of centuries reflected in her gaze. "Child, unity is a delicate dance that requires understanding, patience, and respect for one another's traditions. To bridge the divide, you must first learn the values that each tribe holds dear." Annie listened intently, her heart open to the wisdom of the ancient turtle. "But how can we find common ground when our tribes have been separate for so long?" Oceana nodded, her voice filled with empathy. "It begins with empathy and open dialogue. Encourage members from both tribes to share their stories and experiences. Through understanding each other's perspectives, they can find similarities and develop a newfound appreciation for one another's ways of life." Annie absorbed Oceana's words, feeling a glimmer of hope ignite within her. "And what if there is resistance or fear?" Oceana's gaze softened. "Change can be met with resistance, but with patience, compassion, and leading by example, you can inspire others to embrace unity. The path to harmony may be challenging, but remember that even a single ripple can create a wave of change." Annie thanked Oceana for her wisdom, feeling a renewed sense of purpose. She knew that she had a vital role to play in guiding her tribes towards unity. With Oceana's guidance, she had the tools to navigate the complexities and bring about a transformative shift in the underwater world. As Annie left the cave, the weight of her mission no longer felt daunting. She emerged from the great abyss, carrying the wisdom of Oceana within her. The journey back to her tribe would be filled with challenges, but she was determined to share Oceana's teachings and inspire her fellow mermaids and mermen to embrace unity. With hope in her heart and the light of Oceana's wisdom illuminating her path, Annie swam towards Atlantia. The next chapter of her adventure awaited, and she was ready to face it with unwavering resolve, for the sake of her tribe and the grass tribe, and for the future of their interconnected world beneath the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. Chapter 5, Seeds of Understanding. Upon her return to Atlantia, Annie felt a surge of excitement and determination. She couldn't wait to share Oceana's wisdom with her fellow mermaids and mermen, hoping to plant the seeds of understanding and unity within their hearts. Gathering the fish tribe in the Grand Coral Hall, Annie stood before her people, her voice filled with passion. She recounted her encounter with Oceana, painting a vivid picture of the ancient turtle's wisdom and guidance. The room was filled with a mix of curiosity, anticipation, and skepticism. Annie spoke of empathy, encouraging her fellow merfolk to step into the shoes of their counterparts in the grass tribe. She emphasized the importance of dialogue, sharing stories, and finding common ground. She urged them to set aside preconceived notions and open their hearts to the beauty of diversity. Not everyone embraced Annie's vision immediately. Change often met resistance, and the fish tribe was no exception. But Annie remained steadfast, patiently answering questions, addressing concerns, and sharing her own experiences from the encounter with Prince Jack. Days turned into weeks, and Annie's message started to take root. Mermaids and mermen began to engage in conversations with their peers from the Grass tribe, discovering shared interests, dreams, and challenges. Slowly, understanding blossomed, and fear and mistrust gave way to curiosity and acceptance. Annie's efforts didn't stop within her own tribe. She reached out to Prince Jack and shared Oceana's wisdom with him. Inspired by her words, Jack rallied the members of the Grass tribe, fostering an atmosphere of openness and unity within his kingdom. They, too, embarked on the journey of understanding and building bridges between the tribes. Annie and Jack coordinated their efforts, organizing a grand gathering that would bring the Fish tribe and the Grass tribe together for the first time in generations. The event would be a celebration of their shared heritage, an opportunity to showcase the unique gifts and talents of each tribe. The day of the gathering arrived, and the underwater city of Atlantia shimmered with anticipation. Mermaids and mermen, adorned in vibrant colors, gathered in the central plaza, their eyes shining with excitement and hope. The Grass tribe emerged from the kelp forests, their tails swaying in rhythm with the ocean's currents. As the two tribes faced each other, a moment of hesitation lingered in the air. Then, Annie and Jack stepped forward, their hands entwined. They shared their own journey of friendship and understanding, inspiring others to follow suit. With a gentle smile, Annie addressed the crowd, her voice carrying across the plaza. Today, we stand together as one. The Fish tribe and the Grass tribe are no longer separate entities, but intertwined threads in the tapestry of our ocean. Let us embrace our differences, for they are the colors that make our world vibrant and unique. Let unity be our guiding force, weaving a story of harmony and friendship. A wave of applause and cheers erupted, rippling through the crowd. Mermaids and mermen from both tribes exchanged greetings, shared stories, and forged connections that would transcend generations. The barriers that once stood tall had crumbled, giving way to a newfound sense of unity and respect. From that day forward, the Fish tribe and the Grass tribe lived side by side, supporting and learning from each other. They shared knowledge about raising fish and growing seaweed, blending their traditions and finding innovative ways to thrive together. Annie and Jack became symbols of unity, their love story and inspiration for generations to come. The underwater world flourished, not just with the abundance of fish and the richness of seaweed, but also with the bonds of friendship that spanned the depths of the Pacific Ocean. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a mesmerizing glow on the underwater landscape, Annie and Jack stood together, their hearts overflowing with joy and gratitude. The journey to unite their tribes had been arduous, but the rewards were immeasurable. They had transformed their ocean into a place where harmony reigned, reminding all who witnessed their tale that love and understanding could conquer even the deepest divides. Chapter 6: The Ripples of Unity. News of the unity between the Fish tribe and the Grass tribe spread like wildfire throughout the underwater realm. Other marine creatures, curious and intrigued by the harmonious coexistence, flocked to Atlantia to witness the remarkable transformation. Annie and Jack welcomed the visitors with open arms, eager to share their story and the lessons they had learned. They organized gatherings and events where mermaids, mermen, and various sea creatures could come together, fostering a sense of community and understanding that extended beyond the tribes. The ripples of unity extended far beyond the borders of the oceanic city. Other tribes across the Pacific Ocean took notice, inspired by the tale of Annie and Jack. The news reached the Coral tribe, the Shell tribe, and the Pearl tribe, among others, sparking a wave of hope and curiosity. Envoys from these tribes arrived in Atlantia, seeking guidance and insight into the process of unity. Annie and Jack graciously welcomed them, sharing their experiences and offering advice on bridging the gaps between different marine communities. Together, they organized conferences and symposiums where leaders and representatives from various tribes gathered to exchange ideas, traditions, and knowledge. Through these collaborative efforts, a network of interconnectedness began to form, strengthening the bonds between the tribes and fostering a sense of unity that resonated throughout the Pacific Ocean. The once isolated tribes discovered shared interests and common challenges, leading to collaborations and innovations that benefited all. The Fish tribe shared their expertise in fish farming, teaching others sustainable methods to ensure an abundance of food for their communities. The Grass tribe, in turn, imparted their wisdom on seaweed cultivation, aiding other tribes in harnessing the nutritious benefits of the ocean's green treasure. Friendships blossomed, cultural exchanges flourished, and a newfound harmony permeated the underwater realm. The diverse marine communities celebrated each other's festivals, participated in traditional ceremonies, and shared stories that transcended tribal boundaries. Annie and Jack became respected ambassadors of unity, traveling from tribe to tribe, spreading the message of understanding and collaboration. Their tale inspired others to look beyond differences and embrace the collective strength that came from unity. As the Pacific Ocean witnessed this remarkable transformation, the effects rippled beyond its azure waters. Humans, curious and captivated by the legends and folklore surrounding the oceanic realm, began to recognize the importance of unity and harmony in their own lives. Scientists, environmentalists, and communities living along the coasts joined forces to protect the fragile marine ecosystems and promote sustainable practices. They recognized that the well-being of the ocean was intricately tied to the well-being of the entire planet. Through educational initiatives and grassroots movements, awareness grew, and people started to make conscious choices to reduce pollution, preserve marine habitats, and respect the interconnected web of life. The unity between the Fish tribe and the Grass tribe served as a catalyst, igniting a global movement for a more harmonious and sustainable world. The ripples of their unity expanded far and wide, inspiring individuals and communities to come together, embrace diversity, and work towards a shared future. As Annie and Jack witnessed the transformative power of their love and the unity it sparked, their hearts swelled with gratitude. They knew that their journey had far-reaching implications, leaving an indelible mark on the underwater realm and beyond. Together, they continued to navigate the currents of unity, driven by the belief that when diverse voices join in harmony, they have the power to create a world where differences are celebrated, connections are cherished, and a shared vision of a better future is realized.